Hospitals have focused on treating those with coronavirus. Others suffering injuries may choose to avoid getting treatment. As News 12 New Jersey's Tony Caputo tells us, injuries to those not dealing with coronavirus become more of a concern every day. And that is true, Tony.
Especially, Rick, exercising. Folks are at home, maybe exercising a little more than they normally would because they're not going off to work every day, or, doing a little yard work. We've had some beautiful days lately. You come out, you grab a bag of mulch, maybe pull something. Injuries piling up, and maybe you don't want to go to the hospital, which certainly makes sense. This is happening especially for folks who are just sitting around the house.
Even Netflix gets to the point where they say, are you still watching?
Which means it's time to get up and move around. So many are choosing do-it-yourself home improvement, and that's great. Unfortunately, the director of sports medicine at NJ Spine and Wellness says they are receiving an abundance of injury-related calls from those who don't want to burden an already taxed hospital system.
We had a gentleman who was riding a tractor, right? And just the very nature of being on the tractor and the vibrations of it causes forces that go through the spine where it encouraged his disc to herniate and slide backwards and put pressure on the nerve roots coming out of his spine. And that's one of the things that's massively important for us, is being vigilant about keeping our doors open, because we're taking the burden off of the hospitals. We're taking the burden off the urgent care facilities.
John says a telehealth platform has been utilized by patients nearly 1,000 times during the pandemic, allowing them medical advice without even leaving their homes. Have you seen any patients who have been injured exercising?
Oh my gosh. I've seen just as many people getting injured from exercising at home as they do from, doing stuff around the house.
Now, NJ Spine and Wellness taking every precaution. You saw the mask hanging off of his face. We asked him to remove it while we were talking to him. He was in a room by himself. But again, they're taking every precaution against the coronavirus. Those virtual appointments, you can use them. Rick, I'm getting into this back and forth with somebody on Twitter on why that person thinks that's a bad idea. Look, this is up to you. If you want to take advantage of something that's open like that, you can do that. It's your choice. And you can go to our app, our News 12 app, or news12.com. We'll link you up with that business, or, again, contact your doctor instead of sitting at home in pain if you get injured because you don't want to burden the hospital system. That's the latest from Neptune in Monmouth County. Tony Caputo, News 12 New Jersey. Rick.